Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is still Ilora Okosa. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell. It is down there. Hit it so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So today we're going to be talking about how I almost got killed. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but how I almost got hurt by this guy that I really used to like back then in school. I know a bunch of people are going to say, why does this girl like talking about guys? Because I have dated a lot of guys. I have met the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm one of those girls who had way more male friends than female friends. I have a few, very few female friends, but my male friends are like longer than the wall of China. I'm exaggerating, but I have a lot of male friends and I've dated a lot of males. So I have stories. Lots of stories. I'm not just telling the stories just for entertainment's sake or solely because I want to tell a story or things that have happened to me in my life. I'm telling the stories, basically sharing my experiences with men so that women out there can learn from these stories or from my experiences, so to speak. Okay? So let's get right into the video. This guy, let's call him Nathan. You know, this was in university, but you know this high school teenage movies where this innocent girl falls in love with the bad boy, and the bad boy happens to be the popular boy in school who has a lot of friends. He's tatted up, he's handsome, he's tall, he's a jock or something in school. Yeah, this was kind of like that because it was my pre-degree first year in school and I was new. I was like this really weird teenager in university. I barely knew anyone. I met him at a pool party, and when I met him, he was quite popular, tall, handsome, tats, had a lot of tats, so definitely he seemed and looked like a bad boy. And it was weird because I wasn't used to meeting this type of guys, but I was scared of him. Like, I wouldn't give him the time of day. I avoided him like a plague, but he was all over me, wanting to get to know me, my number and shit like that. And I avoided him for like the longest time, and I kept seeing him everywhere at school and at events, and he just wouldn't leave me alone. So I gave him my number. I got to know him and I ended up falling in love with him. It was a very crazy relationship because, you know, the competition with other girls and shit, because he was popular, he was handsome, a lot of girls wanted him. So that whole competition shit led to the relationship being an on and off relationship where it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, if that makes any sense, where you love each other but you can't stand each other, and then you want each other but the relationship can't work out because there are a lot of circumstances or things in the way. So we had known each other for like the longest time, and we would break up and reunite months later. So this time was one of those reunions, isn't it? And you know that saying that goes that you never truly know someone? Yeah, until you see them angry. Yeah, this was one of those moments because I never experienced it. He came over to my crib, brought lunch, we ate, we chilled. He wanted to spend the night, but I wasn't down with it, so I told him maybe some other time. So the next time he came over, I had expected him earlier on that day, but he ended up coming late, and I was pissed at him. I think he did something worse, but I can't remember what it was, but I was really, really pissed off at him. So he ended up coming really late to my crib, and he brought dinner. You know, I like food, so I was happy. So he brought dinner, we chilled, we watched a movie. After eating, right, we got talking and we talked till around like 2 a.m, 12 midnight, 2 a.m, thereabouts, and an argument started. I cannot remember what the argument was about, but like I said, love-hate relationship. You can't stand each other, but you love each other, isn't it? But I said something really grave. I can remember what I said, but I'm not gonna say it because it was really demeaning and grave, and It was something really bad. It was basically an insult. We were both angry, shouting at each other, and I remember the room was dark, but the lights were switched off, but I had reflection from like the security lights coming in through my window. This is what happened. He stood up from the bed, and I'm still talking, I'm still shouting at him, isn't it? He walks to my mirror and punches my mirror. He freaking broke my mirror and walks back to me in that rage and says, "Say that again. Say that again, and I promise that would be the last thing you would ever say." I'm looking at him, I'm like, "Hey, Laura, you have bike case. Who sent you? Nobody." I'm not even doing justice to this thing. It was way more dramatic than this. It was way more high maintenance than this. And I was shocked because I had never seen him like that. We had known each other for the longest time. We had had fights and arguments on and off yet. And yes, what I said was really crazy. But for him to threaten me like that and punch my mirror, yo, I had never seen him like that. I kept quiet too. Hey, I couldn't say shit because it was late at night. Yes, there were other people in the compound, but I was so scared. I was scared for my life. He was in my face. It was so alien to me. It felt like something had possessed him that night. So I kept quiet. I stood up from the bed. I walked away from him. I walked to the door, right? Opened it just in case, right? And then I sat by the door and watched him sitting on the bed. And throughout that night, like, nobody slept. I just wanted him to leave my house. I wanted him gone. And as God would have it, by 5 a.m., 6 a.m., he stood up, opened the door, and left. And that was the last time he ever came to my house. That was the last time we ever spoke. I saw him again one time, and he was in he was in the keke. I was walking with my friends, right? And the moment I noticed that it was him in the keke, I saw him, like, you know, gesturing to the driver to stop so he could come out and talk to me. I just tapped my girls. I said, please, 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 babe, someone wants to come and meet me. I can't meet this guy. I'm walking away. Like, I walked as fast as I possibly could. By the time I could stop the tricycle and come out, I had already walked really far. So that was the last time we ever saw each other, and that was the last time we ever spoke. There was no way I was gonna keep playing around with someone who threatened me like that. So that was the end for me. Seriously, I understand that, you know, in no circumstance should a man hit you or abuse you in any way, but at the same time, if you can drive someone to that extent, I feel like it is only logical for you to ask, what did I say that can make someone snap like that? Because everybody has a limit. I know some people rather walk away or walk out before they do something crazy, but still everybody has a limit. So if you can say something to someone to push them like that, then you should. It is worth asking yourself, what did I say that was so bad, you know? Anyways, I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below in the comment section telling me what you thought about this video, and if you would like more content such as these. And until next time, bye.